Welcome to Historica. Today we're going to talk about the racial segregation in United States. Here we have Julia Sawaya, who is going to talk about how people used to live in those times. And Katyana gonna present us some dates and important events. Hi Julia,
Hi,
how are you?
I'm fine, and you?
I'm fine. And what do you have to present us today?
What I have to explain you guys is that the racial segregation happens in the United States in the 50s and 60s. It was about black people and white people, and they were like not a they can't live it together. They had like weird problem, racism problems, and white people were more influential and more powerful than black people in those times.
Okay, and when you talk about powerful, it's like when white people talk in the street and saw a black guy and he said, "Clean my shoes."
No, it wasn't like that, but they had separate public service. They have public service separate. Like in the bus, white people has their seats in the front, and black people has to sit in the back.
Okay.
And sometimes in the public toilet and washrooms was writing like colored people and white people, so it was different service.
Okay. And can you tell us about the lifestyle of black people?
Black people had a really low quality of life, and they had no rights to a good education. The hospitals like not a good quality. Was everything different?
For the hospital, and black people have their hospital and white people have their hospital.
Yeah, but the hospital for black people were lower quality than the white people.
But the doctor was not the same.
No, it was different. And normally when they were separate, everything was separate. They had a white neighborhood and black neighborhood. And sometimes when a black family arrives in the white neighborhood, they don't like it. They just gonna sometimes just kick them out or not a good thing.
So the black neighborhood seems like a ghetto.
Yeah, sometimes, not always, but
it depends what the weather.
Yeah, it depends. And the problematic is why people protested is because there's make no sense why like they live in the same country. There's no why black people has to have a lower quality than the whites. And that's the big problem, and I think when I arrive today is less than those days.
Thank you about these important informations. And Katyana, do you have important dates for us?
Yes, so there's not a lot of important dates, but there's three that is known in this moment. So in 1967, the Southern Christian Leadership Conference had been founded, and in 1942, the Congress of Racial Equality had been founded too, and the most important movement has been of the Black Panthers had been formed by two students in 1966.
So we can compare the religion and the black people?
Yes, so because the black people was very religious. They were always going to church, like I think every Sundays, like to have help, to like and white people was like discriminated to them, so they were like need freedom, everything. So I think that we can compare religious to the black people.
And the black people are more Protestant or Catholic?
They're more Protestant, I think, because with Martin Luther King, he was the leader. He was fighting for the segregation too, and he was like a pressure, I think. And I think he was talking to the people how can I say that? He was preaching to the people, preaching to the people how to talk to God and everything. So I think that they were protesting too.
So finally, we can say that religion is a good help for the black people to protest.
Yes.
And now we have Kimberly, a good journalist in USA. She's gonna present us a good protest song.
Thank you, Janet. The poem Strange Fruits was written by the composer Meerschaert in the 1930s, and it's only in the 1939 by Billie Holiday, nicknamed Lady Day, was an American jazz and singer and songwriter, sang for the first time Strange Fruits in the cabaret club Café Society. Strange Fruits was an early cry for civil rights. Some might even say it was the beginning of the civil rights movement. We can feel during the song the situation lived by the black people who were tired to live in this condition, so they hung themselves on a tree. Billie Holiday was a true artist as a social phenomenon in the 1950s. Her soulful, unique singing voice and her ability to boldly turn any material that she confronted into her own music made her a superstar of her time. Holiday's version of the song was introduced into the Grammy Hall of Fame in 1978. In December 1999, the Time magazine called it the Song of the Century. The Atlanta Journal-Constitution listed the song as number 1 of 100 songs of the South. In 2010, the New Statesman listed as one of the top 10 political songs. It was Shirley Dominguez from New York City.
Thank you, Kimberly. Now we have Katana. She's gonna explain us the link between the protest song and the racial segregation in the
southern trees bear a strange fruit, blood on the leaves and blood at the root, black bodies swinging in the southern breeze.
The link between the song and the racial segregation is that the song is considered like the first manifestation movement of the civil rights in the country. The song is telling us how a man had been hung on a tree. This song is a manifest song writing for the people that had been hung in the country.
Thank you, Katana, for the special link between the protest song and the segregation in the United States. And we have a lot of protest movement, like the movement of Rosa Parks and the bus. And I'll let you guys with a video of Rosa Parks and the bus.
Vroom, 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 vroom.
Excuse me. Go in the back.
No.
Mister,
Hey, what happened here? I'm James Blake.
lady don't wanna go to the back.
Go in the back.
No.
I'm gonna call the police.
Go!
No.
It was Historica. I'll see you next time. Thank you.